talking about Red Hood. Oh, the animated movie Under the Red Hood is a deconstruction. Oh, this is an interesting question. Most of the Batman live action movies are, and this is an animated one. I did not hate Batman Underneath the Red Hood. Okay, I thought it was a good. Thought it was a good movie. To be honest with you, and this isn't a popular opinion, I'm just not a big fan of Jason Todd surviving. I think Jason Todd should have just died and stayed dead. If you're gonna bring him back, though, I actually prefer the way that the animated film Underneath the Red Hood did it to the way the comic books did it. The comic books did it in this sort of timey-wimey, multiple university worsey way of the DC universe, where you had the Superboy Prime, like trapped and angry and like punching holes into different universes, or it was weird. It was typical DC, too nebulous, to focus on a single good coherent story. But one of the consequences of him doing that was that Jason Todd was like brought back to life. I forget exactly how. I think he came out of the grave. Maybe I don't remember exactly. And there were some good stories in the comics about him coming back as the Red Hood and Batman not knowing who this person was and so forth. And then the big reveal I remember was a big deal and all of that. But in terms of a story perspective, I think it was much more tight, plot wise, just to have Ra's al Ghul be the one who did it. I think that made more sense. And Under the Red Hood is a good film. Great voice acting, and it's a good film. It's not one of my favorites. It's not one of my go-tos that I would pick at. So to answer your question, do I think it's a deconstruction? No, I wouldn't say that. I think I wouldn't call it a deconstruction because Batman's still Batman. I think it's endemic of this. We can't ever have a character die, and it's also endemic of this need for people to have redeemed villains or anti-heroes. This is why people just latch on to Damian Wayne and think, "Yo, Damian Wayne's the greatest." I hate Damian Wayne. He's such a snot-nosed little brat. Other than like the Super Sons, the original Super Sons, I could stomach him in that, and that was cool because he was, inspired by Jonathan Kent, and whatnot. But he's just a brat, and if you were like, "Oh, but he had this hard life, and he's trying to do better, but he can't all the time, and he slips up." And I'm not trying to speak for people who love those kinds of heroes, who love a Damian Wayne or a Red Hood, Jason Todd. But that kind of character annoys me because it seems to tell people it's okay. It's okay. Hey, still be rude to people. Still get your revenge on people because you want to be a hero. You want to be a hero. So you're kind of like a Red Hood or a Damian Wayne. You want to be a hero. So it's okay. You don't have to do any real work and really change. That's just what it says to me. Now, I'm sure people who are real huge devotees of one or both of these characters would try to say no, it's much deeper than that. And hey, good for you. I'm not. My existence isn't against that character or whatever. I don't like them. I think the stories are better without them. But if you find something of merit in them, great. Good for you. I'm not. I'm not ideologically opposed to them or anything. But so that's what I would say for the Underhood movie. A good film, not one of my favorites just because of the subject matter. Uh, Neil Patrick Harris as Nightwing is some pretty awesome voice work, I think. Good casting there, definitely. So that's my answer to that.